If you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
Tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really...
Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. And it's Prince in for Noel. Kobe, he's checked in for the Spurs. MP comes in for Devin Vassell. A very nice moment for MP. It was announced he was the NBA Player of the Week.
And hard to argue with that choice given the numbers MP put up. He was a man on a mission all week long. And with the
Isaiah Roby, first personal foul, third team foul. At the line for Minnesota. Now,
from them.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Reid.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Fires from deep. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Reeves got 5 now. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Zach Collins.
Spurs substitution. Zach
comes in for Richardson.
Doug McDermott.
Spurs trail by 3. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Greg Popovich.
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate, and double team, but only when it makes sense. It's a little bit of a chess match, but it's a physical one, guys.
Thank you, David. Russell passes to Reid, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Terrific imagination, creativity. Russell already one of the league's more intriguing playmakers.
In the corner, it's MP. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. Well, it's no secret that MP was a very controversial pick, Greg, by this team. The debate between him and Shep Owens will be argued for a long time, I'm sure.
And you can have the argument of a player who does the little things versus an athletic monster with upside. The fan base, though, has made it pretty clear they want it on.
San Antonio making a switch here. Primo's checked in. Anderson outside. Now the pass to Reid. He can't hit that time. Collins with some nice D. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Got that bucket in no time at all. Sanchez has got 18 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
How about that dunk? I mean, you don't see that every game, but Russell looks to flush when the chance is there.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And he drops it in from the low post. 12 points for him.
You know, we've seen a big jump from Russell in terms of his production. Now he's a legitimate scorer who can dominate a game with his offense.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Has to Reid beyond the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
They get it again.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And here's MP for three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover.
First personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for
Breakdown for the Spurs.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Russell, no luck.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Passes to Reed. Kicks it to Edwards. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Russell, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Primo. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And the buzzer sounds.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 28. The Spurs, 50.
Play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with McDaniels. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Pass to Anderson. He kicks it to Russell. Back to Anderson. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Richardson.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Jones looking for an opening. And there's the pass to Sanchez. No good on the 3. The Timberwolves shooting about 42% so far. Pass to Towns. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
MP outside. Good! Another from 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. It's Richardson on the wing. Russell against Jones. Passes it to Sohan. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got assist number 5 here tonight. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Towns, the screen. A 3 from Anderson. The shot will not fall. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Richardson outside. MP way outside. And again for 3.
He is unstoppable here. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands GA by himself for 3rd place in most threes all time.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Spurs.
Outside, Jones. MP with a screen on Russell. Jones kicks to Richardson. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
His hands, he must have...
Be up on them.
He's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Russell. Noel passes to Edwards. Johnson with the defensive effort.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Reed gets the bucket.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Now McDermott. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Man, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Minnesota making a switch here. McLaughlin's checked in. Zach Collins checked in for the Spurs. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. On defense, San Antonio. Anderson passes to McLaughlin. And here's Reed. Inside. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
The 3 from MP. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the 2nd quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Back to Reed. And the layup's good off the glass. Reed's got 15.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
And a deep 3 from MP. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Over in the corner, Edwards. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout.
Good! Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for 2nd in most threes in a game. MP, that's for 2. The Spurs rebound. Collins. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass. Well, I tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
MP outside. From downtown, connects again from distance.
And I don't think I have ever seen a player this dialed in from deep.
Well, with that make, he's now Greg alone in second. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's San Antonio delivering the blowout. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Great to have you with us. Starting out, let's check out the award winners for Players of the Week. In the East, Kevin Durant.
We've seen this kind of stretch so many times for Durant. His all-around game has been too much for any one defender to handle. And when KD starts feeling it, that feeling tends to last a long time.
And circling back to this first half, fellas, a decisive advantage for the San Antonio Spurs.
You know what's interesting about their perimeter game?
No, tell me.
Well, the defense has adjusted. But those shooters, they only need a little bit of room to operate.
And hard to stop them once they get into their rhythm. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah.
Wolves. Anderson, he's checked in for Gobert, and it's McDaniels in for Noel. The Spurs making a switch here. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Richardson. He's out there with MP, and it's Roby in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. He gets it in there.
Yeah, you look at Russell, one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
Richardson the pass to Sohan. And that one drops. Sohan's got 5 points so far.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. MP outside. And another one falls. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Outside, down. And the foul on Isaiah Roby. That's foul.
Roby. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
To the middle, here's Russell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 16.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
Pass to Sohan. Back to MP. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. Torian Prince, he's checked in for Minnesota. Spurs also in the sub. Primo's checked in. The three from MP. Connects from three-point range. Sanchez has got 9 points here in the second half. Russell against MP. Again, Russell missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the basket by Sanchez.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
The pass to Primo. Outside Collins. The feed to MP. He got it again! Sensational!
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Russell passes to Reed. Back to Russell. Got it. Good job in the low post. Russell's got 20.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's Sohan. He has 5. And here's MP for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Wow. What can you say?
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Russell kicks to Reed. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. McLaughlin's checked in. McDermott's checked in for San Antonio. MP with it. Non-stop scoring machine here. Fires the 3. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. No good on that one. Collins with some nice D. Smooth sailing for San Antonio. Here's Primo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that one's good by Roby.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Reed misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Man showing some terrific range.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Shot to stop the run. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
You know, flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill.
Hits it again. Wow.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages. There's the pick. Pass to Anderson. Here's Reed. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
And the basket by Sanchez.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Now here's Anderson. He's guarded closely. Passes it to Reed. Pass to McLaughlin. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try, because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there. At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
19 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Edwards. He's got 8. Clock at 4. The tray. That one doesn't drop. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Spurs out in front, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head in.
Shooting for San Antonio.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Prince out there with Edwards, and it's Reed in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. The pass to Pirtle. The 3 from MP. Good, that's another bucket. That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win
for the Spurs.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And guys, when you're going head-to-head against someone 4 times over the course of a season, it's a great feeling to snatch that first one. Good in-game adjustment tonight against the Timberwolves.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And the basket by Sanchez.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
9 feet out. And it's Towns missing. And it's Jones with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. And here is MP. Puts up a 3. Another one goes. Incredible.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA game. What a historic night. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.